Good morning, guys. Thought I'd take this opportunity to do another little video on a new tool that I ordered from 21st Century. It's for setting your neck tension before you seat your bullets. I've always used a bushing die, which I still do, but I thought I would look into what other people were using to set final neck tension, as I've always used the bushing, and then I can realise that maybe there was something slightly better out there that was a bit more precise in setting that final neck tension. So I looked through some videos on YouTube and then seemed to come across people using expander mandrels to set neck tension. Now the only expander mandrel I have would be for when you want to turn case necks. So I kind of looked at Sinclair's. They do an expander mandrel for setting neck tension. I looked at a few others, but came across the 21st Century one, and it appealed to me. I think the design looks really nice, which I'm going to sort of show you on the bench in a second. But this is the new 21st Century expander die body with a window cut into it. I ordered the one with an actual ring as well. But let me get this set up on the bench, and we'll go through it, and I'll show you the individual parts. Okay, so just bear with me. Okay, so I have the parts here now on the bench. So this is the new window that 21st Century have cut into the die body, which now allows you to be able to see how far your case is going up, so that you don't bump into the case mouth and damaging your cases. So case would sort of go in, and then you would be stopping around there to so that you wouldn't go any further and damage your case. Okay, so we have the lock ring. Now with this lock ring, what I've noticed as well, let me just unscrew this a little bit. Now if you can just sort of see that there's like a little white ball. Now I don't know if that's a hard plastic or if it's a ceramic ball, but I think it's it feels very light from when I took the ball out earlier, but it seems like sort of like a hard plastic, but I am not 100% sure if it's a ceramic ball. And but anyway, so what that would do then, that would actually lock onto your threads, but it should not damage your threads as well. Now the expander mandrel I ordered for this particular one was a 2625 for my 6.5 by 47, so it's 6.5 caliber, and you've got various sizes there on the website. Now I just wanted the one size. I don't want to go any further. I think this should give me between sort of the 1 thou neck tension. It might be just under or just over, but the half thou is as close as I kind of want to be. So at 262, the bullet diameter is 264. So I think that I'd like to go with that size. Now with the terms of the bushing, I do think it does a fairly decent job, and I've had some quite good results with some of my chronograph testing, where they've been very close in some of the speeds, and then you'll see another one that it kind of jumps up or is lower. So I don't know whether that could be neck tension related. I don't think it's powder related in any way. Well, I mean, the powder I use is measured out to the kernel, so I can't actually change that. So if it has an even burn rate, then all I can hope for that it is producing the same burn rate throughout the explosion. But if it comes down to neck tension, just using a bushing probably doesn't always guarantee that every neck is being set to the same tension. I think the bushing does a good job, but I kind of, from what I gather, it's not the final consistency of setting that neck tension. So anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the thing. So we have your die body. You can place in the mandrel. Now with the top, I thought this was very clever, and I'm sure it's been taken into account, that when you screw the top down and you screw it down all the way, you would think by actually screwing down fully that would trap the mandrel, but there must be a relief cut there, because if you shake it, you can hear the mandrel is just ever so slightly loose. Okay, and I think that must be so that it must kind of free float inside to allow a more consistent alignment with the actual case neck. And if that's the case, you know, that's very clever. To have incorporated that into the actual design. So I'm going to put this on the press now and just get it sort of set up. There is a video actually showing one of the 21st century expander mandrel and die body. I think it was a prototype design that they have shown on YouTube, because this particular design here seems quite different from the one that's on the video. So I assume that at some point they'll probably do a video of their new product. But let me just get this set up, and then I'll show you when I put a few cases through it and how it works. Okay, so here I have the expander die body, and I shall place in the mandrel. I'll screw on the cap. Okay, so everything on this Forester press nicely floats. Obviously you will go through their video and you can see how it sets up on your particular press, so I don't have to kind of lock mine down. Mine is just purely so that I have the right sort of spacing for it. Okay, so I'm going to take a case and I have some graphite powder here, some dry lube, and I'm just going to just coat the neck of the case in that powder. Let me just do it from this angle. So I'm trying to lean over the camera so you can get a look. Okay, and I'll place the case into the shell holder. I know you can't see that, but it just saves me going up and down with the camera. And so now, as you bring the case up, you should, as soon as the arm will move out of the way. Now there, I know you can't sort of see it, but I can feel that. And as I'll bring it down slowly, you should be able to just, when the camera refocuses, there. Let me just get a little bit tighter on that. Okay, so you give it a little bit of dwell time in there to set your neck tension. And that's it. That should now be set more accurately to that desired neck tension, which is the 262.5 thousandths. And what she'll do, I'll probably use a bit of rubbing alcohol or something just to clean out that dry lube from the inside of the case. So let's just take another one and just show you that again. So we take the case, apply a bit of lube in there. Okay. Bring down the arm. Just give it a second. And you can see now with that window, it's a great idea just to be able to sort of see what you're doing, so you're not bottoming out on the case mouth there. And that's it. Just slowly take it away. And I say just for now, I'm just going to rub off the any excess that's in there. I mean, there's hardly any. It's a very, very light film that's in there. I'll just do one more. Okay, I think this is actually probably the better angle. I've got the camera just slightly a little bit more higher. So, like I say, drop the arm down, bring the case up. Because the thing is that the arm is so close to the actual camera, but it should just about sort of see it there. And just give it a chance to focus up. There you go. Okay, and there you can just sort of see the case in its final position. Okay, and I don't count out loud or anything. I just kind of count maybe 6 to 8 seconds, probably just a little bit over, maybe even 10 seconds, and then just bring the arm back up, and that's it. And that is the 21st century expander die body with the half increment mandrels. I think it works really, really well. I really like the design as well. The fact that you can sort of set your neck tensions now to the half thou increments, I think is a great addition to anyone that wants to be a little bit more precise with neck tension. There are pin gauges that you can buy and do it that way. With I think you have to use a special kind of tool to be able to use pin gauges, but for me, I am quite happy to use these stainless steel expander mandrels from 21st century. I wish they had been maybe carbide, but you're going to pay quite a lot more for carbide. But I think that this should hopefully give me decent life until I need to replace them. I don't know when that's going to be, obviously, but very happy now that I have a bit more confidence in final neck tension that I am seating now with my bullets, and hopefully now that's going to give me around the 1,000ths to maybe 1,500ths, because you always have a little bit of spring back. I don't want to go any lighter than 1,500ths or 1,000ths. There are people that use 0.5 and I just don't feel that that's enough. So I'm hoping that I'm around the kind of 1,500ths, and I think that it is probably a good place to be, but I'm not going to know that now until I actually try the rounds and sort of see what kind of difference it makes as well, if any. But I just think it's another little step to getting your case necks a little bit more precise on your final measurements. Like I said, the bushing I think is a good starting point. It's probably a little bit more cruder, but with this mandrel, I just think it's going to give it just a little bit more consistency in final neck tension. Okay, so let me just move the camera away from that. Okay guys, so that's all I have for you right now. It was just something that I thought that I like the design of this particular one. There are various others, and I think even Sinclair's, I think perhaps they do a carbide mandrel. Maybe I don't know if their mandrels will probably fit in this one, but these are stainless steel and they're not very expensive. Obviously you're going to pay probably double, maybe triple the price for a carbide one. Would have been nice maybe even if they were just nitrate coated or something, so just maybe for longer life. But for now these are stainless steel, and I'll just sort of have to sort of play it by ear and see how long they last. But I think that they will last, you know, a fairly long time before they need replacing, and obviously by lubing them up as well, so you are protecting that steel. But anyway guys, another little piece of kit to the reloading bench, and look forward to using these on my necks, and hopefully it will just give me that little bit more precision on final neck tension. Okay guys, take care, bye bye.